There is a saying which people say, new forest but the same monkeys. Or people say, it's just a new bottle but it's the same wine. We are in the year 2020. I know everyone is excited for the year 2020. We are just now ended the year 2019. We are in the year 2020. So why did I start saying by it's new forest but same monkeys, or it's just the new bottle but old wine, the same wine in the new bottle? Yes, we are in the year 2020, but remember, we still have the same families, we still have the same jobs. If we are students, we are still students. If we are in the same city, we are still in the same city. We are the same people. That has changed. What does that mean? It's just when you are celebrating your birthday, it's just the time to make a reflection. It's just a reminder. Like, okay, something major change has happened, but remember, you are still the same person. So don't just come here and say, oh God, make my year 2020 to be the most glorious year, the most successful year to me, without putting any efforts. So here I'm coming to people when they are going to make a New Year's resolution. Myself, I'm one among those people who make a New Year's resolution. But what are the things you need to consider in order to make the most realistic goals and to be able to achieve them? So that's why I'm coming here to share some of the techniques I'm using when I'm planning for my New Year's resolution, and I will share some of my resolution here so that you can see what I plan for the year 2020 and how I'm planning to execute them. So when you are going to plan for the New Year's resolution, don't get too much excited. Don't get caught by the moment. Oh, new year, we are in the year 2020, the year which is divided by 2020, whatever. You get too much excited and you are planning, oh, this year I'm going to become a president of America, or this year I'm going to buy the Lamborghini, while you don't have even a job. So you need not to make things in excitement. Just cool down. And the New Year's resolution is there things you are going to plan just even a couple months before. Like, okay, these are the things I'm thinking I can be able to do in the year 2020. Not on the New Year's Eve, or just you wake up because you are in the year 2020. You are just going to your Facebook, to your Instagram, excited. Okay, this is my year. The year of Jesus going to bless me. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are just going to promise like a politician in Africa. Don't do that. Calm down. Take a few days or month. Plan what you want to accomplish in the year 2020 in regard or in relationship to the resources you have. What kind of behavior you need to change, because what you want to accomplish will go hand in hand with the change of your behavior, the way you do things, the people around you you hang up with. When I said I will come to me what things I said I'm going to do in the year 2020, and I've already changed my behavior on those kind of things. So number one, don't make New Year's resolution out of excitement. Don't get caught out of the 2020 balloon, whatever those things, and then you just end up promising yourself things, and then you're ending up with the disappointment. The year 2020 will go boom so fast, and you haven't done anything, and you'll feel yourself as a failure year after year, year after year. So that's number one. Rule number two of the New Year's resolution. Stay in your lane. Stay in your line. Don't start making New Year's resolution because you saw one person posted is going to buy a house or is going to buy a hammer or something, brand new car, and you are going also to put the same thing. Someone said in the year 2020 I'm going to read 100 books, and for you just of whatever, I'm going to have 100 books too. No, don't do that. Think. Stay in your lane. What are you able to do things on your own? What are you able to accomplish with your time? What resources do you have to accomplish what you want to do? Evaluate your goals. You must have the goals, another rule, the goals which are measurable and attainable. If you have a goal which you cannot measure, how are you going to come up by the end of the year 2020? You have accomplished anything. You have to be in a position, after the end of the year, you make a self-evaluation. Even in the middle of the year, how far am I going to do? How far am I doing up to this half of the year? It's just you self-reflection, self-evaluation on what you plan to do and what you're going to do for the second half of the year. And then at the end of the year, you come to evaluate more and to see what you can be able to do. So you need to have a measurable goals. So I can give some of the examples for what I've done. One of the things for the year 2019 I planned to do was, one, which I did for 2018, on my social media, especially Facebook, Instagram, even Twitter, WhatsApp, not to engage too much in politics, especially African politics. So most of the time, I can just laugh, whatever, but I don't want to get into like too much discussing, okay, this is the best leader in Africa, or this is the bad leader. No, I don't want to get into that one. I want to focus on certain things. So that was number one, which I think I did a very good way, because whatever I want to do, any comment, it comes down, okay, don't do that, Ernest, because I remember I enjoy those kind of things. And on top of that, I studied political science, so it's part of my profession. But not to avoid that's a very, very difficult thing. So, second was writing books. So I obviously have a goal each year to write 3 books. So my plan is at least 3 to 4 months to be able to write 1 book. So what did I was able to do? This was the first book. This was the second one. This was the third one. So I managed to write 3 books as I planned myself. So that was the goal, which even the year before that, I was able to write 3 books again. So for the year 2020, I'm planning to write 4 books. Book number 1 is my YouTube blueprint. Book number 2 is What Takes to Win Green Card Lottery. This book about Green Card Lottery, I've already written over 50 pages already. So there is no problem with that one. This one I've written like 10 pages already. The other book is this one, Just Write a Damn Book Before You Die. So these are the 3 books, but one of the book, another one is called The Questions I've Been Asked for the Past 10 Years. So it's question and answers. So it's just any question, people asking me on WhatsApp, people asking me on Facebook. I've been documenting those kind of questions, and I'm going to answer those kind of questions. For instance, someone can ask me, what mistakes have you done since you arrived in America and you wish other people could not do those kind of things when they arrive there? So I'm going to answer in detail about that one. So another question can be, how did you go to America? And do you think the way you went to America is easier for other people? I can explain that way. What other ways beyond the way you came to America will be able people to go there? I can explain to. How did you get a green card? I will explain how you got a green card. How did I get a citizenship? I will explain how I got a citizenship. What are the ways of getting green card? So I'm giving, those are some of the examples. But you have been living in America for over 12 years. Do you miss Africa? Do you miss your country? I will explain those kind of things, which will be someone, when I came to America, why did I study in this particular university over the other one? How was I able to buy a house in America? Because some people, they think it's difficult. I will explain my ways so that when you want to do the same thing, it will be easier. So those are the kind of things, like that kind of the book will be of that nature. So I'm planning to write up to 4 books at least, because up to now I have 11 books. So if I put 4, I'm thinking by the year 2020 ending, I'll be having total 15 books. So that will be cool for me. So it's a measurable goal. So obviously after 4 months, I have to question myself how many books I've written already. So I have a goal, I have a timeline, I have ways to do that, I have resources to do that. I have done that before. So that is like, for instance, when I'm saying you need to have measurable goals, attainable goals. I didn't say I'm going to write 50 books in 1 year. That would be impossible. But I put the things which I've been able to do. I've put 4 books because for 2 years, for 3 years, I've been able to write at least 3 books each year. Then, my other goal for the 2019 was to write, to publish 50 videos. I went ahead and produced a total of 285 videos. So for this year goal is to be able to produce 1,000 videos. Yes, it looks like impossible, but I had to use it 2 months to make sure that I'm able to produce more videos. So I concentrated to produce 2 to 3 videos per day, and I managed to do that. So my plan will be for the year 2020 to continue the same speed. If I'm producing 2.5 videos or 2.7 videos, likely I'll be able to hit 1,000 videos at the end of the calendar year. But if I don't reach 1,000 videos, I'll end up having at least 800. So it's not something bad. It's still outstanding. Just to have 300 videos per year, average of 1 video per day for a YouTuber, that is huge. And remember, my videos are 10 minutes, 15 videos of 15 minutes, 20 minutes video. So that is very a lot. So even if I don't reach 1,000, I end up with 700, 800, 900, still is a very big achievement. So something like that way, I'm going to do that one. The goal on the YouTube was to have 10,000 more subscribers. So I had 10,000, I end up, now I have 25,000 subscribers. So I went to have over 15,000 more. So my goal for 2020 is, what if I needed to have at least more subscribers? So now I'm 25,000. What if I go up to 50,000, or I go 50,000 sort of over 75,000? So that's the goal. I'm going to 25 to 1,000. I mean 25 to 50,000 subscribers in a year. That's what will be my goal for the coming year. So I'm aiming, if possible, can I be able to get to 50,000. So there are so many things I have to change with the way I do my YouTube. Possible down the road I will hire someone to help me with the editing, or to put some good the thumbnail, whatever. So I have to invest all those things. So that's why on my book I'll be able to do that, to reflect and be able to do that. So another goal which I'm planning, which is again, is how I monitor my YouTube, my social media. Is the goal is no politics. So a special, so many things going on, and especially African politics. When I'm talking politics, I'm just especially African politics. And for the year 2020 is presidential election in America. So also I don't want to talk much about politics, who is going to win, whether it will be Republican, Democrats. I don't want to do that more. I'll put that in my book, maybe, if I want. So instead of wasting my time arguing with someone, why can't I use that energy in writing a book? So for that way to reduce my social media, because the goal of producing 1,000 videos, you need a lot of time. I still have to work full time. I still have a family. I still have to write books. I still have to make videos. So I don't have time to play around with the social media, especially WhatsApp. So for the past 2 months, I've left in almost all groups except 1, 2, 3 groups. I'm still there, but I'm planning to get out from all groups. Now I don't want to follow anything else around the world going on. I don't want to read any book. My job will be just producing videos, working full time, take care of my family. That will be the goal. So that is something I've been able to do, and I'm planning to do, and keeping doing that way. So I'm doing things which are measurable. I'm not doing these things just because, oh, it is 2020, so let me go this year vacation, or this year I'll go to vacation in Italy while I don't have even a single dollar. So I'm going to have that things of that nature, just have reliable, measurable, realistic goals, which I can be able to attain them, things of that nature. And again, all these things I'm doing, I have to change my behavior. What time I'm going to sleep, how many hours I'm working. Like I said, like on social media, I don't want to play around, just like even like spending too much time watching soccer, or just like doing movies like Netflix all the time I used to do. So there are so many things in the past 2 months I have changed myself to be able to produce 2 to 3 videos per day. So I hope that something will be able to continue. So when you are going to say that it's a new year, it's new year, but it's change of dates. If you don't change your behavior, you are still the same person, remember. That's why we say they're just it's just a new trees, a new forest, but you took the same monkeys, they're still living the same, it's a new place, but the same monkeys, the same behavior. So it's the same wine, but what you change, you change the bottle. You put the new bottle, but you put the old wine. Is it still the same wine? If it's Johnny Walker, it will be the same alcohol. Vodka will be the same vodka. So what you need to do is to change your behavior, to change your pattern, to create your more commitment. So in anything you do, and especially weight loss goal, everyone in the new year, they eat bad in the Christmas and New Year. Oh, this year I'm going to lose 50 kilograms. You just say that the next day, oh, tomorrow is birthday of my son, or my daughter, or my wife, or my girlfriend. You are starting eating cake, whatever. When you say, I'm going to lose weight, look on realistic number. Don't just put the number 100 kilograms when you don't have even just like instinct of you losing 1 pound. And in the end, within 1 week, you're just out. You're just dieting. 1 week and you are gone completely. So don't just do things just because people are posting into the social media and you are forced to do. You can post, you can just write them, just have your goal and find a way to track yourself. So those are the things I want to share about New Year. Make a resolution, but you don't need to make a resolution like too many goals, like 50 goals. No. Just like 2, 3, whatever, the bigger one. The other things is just the norm of life. You cannot say, my goal is to be able to eat well. Yes, you are eating. I mean, like, if you are eating, you are going to eat. My goal is just to be able to go into the bus and go to work every single day. Yes, those are things. There are things which are just part of the life every single day. But there are things like you can say, okay, my goal for this year is to change my behavior, my work behavior, my work ethics. Then from day one, you are going to do those things. So those are the things I want to share with you. So when we are entering the year 2020, we are now in the year 2020. Each day, we are reducing the day from the 2020 already. So already some more hours, more days, they have already gone. Like, so what are you planning to do then in the year, New Year's resolution? So you have to know the rules and the regulations, the steps you need to take when you are going to make a New Year's resolution. How do you go to determine these are the challenges I faced in the year 2019 and I'm not going to repeat the same challenges, or I find the way to overcome them, or to mistakes you did and you have to avoid those mistakes. So thank you everyone. I really appreciate your continued support. And in the year 2020, we are together. More videos coming to you almost every single day, unless otherwise the days I'll be traveling. This is EBM Ernest Boniface Makulilo. Makulilo out.